Hey everybody, welcome back. We're zooming along, day 28. I've started this video twice. Third time's a charm, let's hope. So I have my base and I have the cover fabric trimmed around the base, sort of, kind of. It's trimmed quite wide, but I'm hoping that'll work okay. Today I am working on another idea that's been percolating in my mind. I saw a video on this. Can't find the stupid video. It's driving me nuts. It's not on TikTok. It's not on Instagram. It's not on Pinterest. As far as I can tell. Maybe I didn't save it. That's a likely possibility. But I wanted to show you what I'm going to work on. I'm going to tuck these away over on the side here. Now, what I saw was taking fabric, and the person I watched did use a circle. So I cut out one of these flowers similar to the one that I used yesterday. It was one that was on the edge of that fabric from yesterday. And what I did was I went around and I pulled. I frayed the edges and I pulled with my fingernail. And that makes it sort of ruffly. Is there another word for that? Probably. And then you fold, so you overlap that flat edge there, and then you overlap it again. Now, she only did 3. I don't know why mine's doing way more than that in order to get, maybe I just need to make it bigger. And I'm trying for some larger and smaller flowers. So I would just keep overlapping it until you get, looks like a little trumpet flower or something, right? And then I'm pinning it down to my wool mat. Just another reason to, and not stabbing my leg. If you stick that pin all the way through, you will stab your leg. Ask me how I know. Don't ask. And so I'm pinning them to the mat. I have different fabrics, but this is just to show you that if you have some scrap fabric laying around, cut them in a circle or square, which I will show you in a minute. And then you can ruffle and fray the edge, and then you can just fold them over and pin them down and save them, or just do them as you go. This is some of the ice dyed fabric that I did from a while back. So again, just fold it and fold it and fold it, or keep folding. I didn't fray this one real well, but that's okay. And then if you use smaller circles, you're going to get smaller flowers. This one's really thick and not wanting to pin. Come on, pin. You can do it. You can get through all that fabric. Well, okay. We'll just leave that. I know how to do it. Here is a square one. Not sure I'm too thrilled with the square ones. There's a lot of ways you could probably do it. But again, you just fold it over, and keep folding. Now, you could fold this up and have a bottom to it. I'm not sure I'll use that one or if I'll cut that in a circle. But there's other ways you can do it. So just experiment and play with it. It's quite fun when you get going. I'm trying to figure out, I think if you do this, there, you kind of get less, layers in there. So it's all in how much you fold it and want to fold it. And like I said, smaller circles will get you smaller. I should try a smaller one. I should pull a smaller one out of my yo-yos to be made and see what happens. Now, I don't want to use that dark color. I don't know if I have a really small one in here and a color I want to use, but just for the sake of doing it, where'd that small one go? There's a small one. It's green. Here, we'll use this one. I don't think I'll use this as a flower. Is that only one? No, there's 2 pieces there. We won't use it, but we'll see. I won't fray the edges and stuff because then I can't use it for a yo-yo, but we will. See? That'd be really cute as a smaller flower. Except it's not the right color for me. And I should have, when I was in the basement scrounging for yellow fabric, I should have brought up my circle die. And I didn't. Now, could I use some other things? Yes. May I? I may. I don't know. That may happen. It may not. But what I want to do is start getting these onto the background fabric. Now, I was thinking I was going to stitch the background fabric to begin with, but I don't think I'm going to, because what I'm going to do is start placing my flowers. And if I place them, you know, and you can have a whole garden going across here and then smaller ones in the front. You could overlap them. And it would probably be a wise idea to stitch through these first to hold them in place. Who wants to do that? So I'm going to put that one right in the center, actually. And I'm going to pin it down. And then I'm going to select a thread. Now, this is the part I haven't practiced yet. So I hope you will bear with me. And I think I'm going to need a stronger needle than that thin one. Oops. Dry skin. So I'm using quite a thick needle because I'm not sure how this is going to go, for one thing. And for another thing, I may have to, I know I'm going to have to stab through layers of fabric. So we'll see. Now I do want to make sure that this is not going to stick above that backing fabric, which is kind of the downfall of making your cover fabric larger. But you know, when you stitch, it sucks that fabric in, and I wasn't sure how much this was going to do. So what I've seen is you come up from the bottom, and again, don't go by me because I'm just doing this from memory from the video I can no longer find, and go in. And I don't know if this is going to hold this flower together or not either. That's the other thing. I'm not sure how far up I have to go to hold this flower together. So I'm going to go up to the center here and hope for the best. And now I'm wishing I had cut out some smaller circles so I could make some really tiny ones, but that's okay. I can always do that after. Okay. So I've put 2 stitches in here. And then you kind of go like this. And I am using all the strands of this DMC floss, all 6 strands. And then kind of do the edges. Of course, I didn't catch the edge on this one, so. And now I'm going to mumble because I'm sort of thinking to myself here, how am I going to continue doing this and make it look good? We may only do 1 flower today. Uh-oh. We have a fight in the back. Fight of the threads. Please come apart. Please leave it alone. Thank you. That's because I need to trim that off and make it stop catching on there. All right, so I'm going to go in there because I didn't catch that the first time I went into the backing fabric. And then I'm just trying to fill this in here so it looks like the, you know, the green part that holds a bud before the flower totally opens. That's what I'm trying to get the gist of here. Come on. Ouch. And, of course, hold the flower down at the same time. And I apologize for any noise you might hear. The sun is shining, the birds are singing, and the golfers are out. And I'm sure somebody's going to start a leaf blower at some point. But I have my sliding door open because the last 2 or 3 days it's been way too cold. And I just want the fresh air. Okay, come on. Please. So it's not really visible on this one, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. Well, it's not pretty, but I'm pretty sure it's holding the flower down. I hope. I can always go back later and tack with some invisible threads, invisible tacks with some matching thread. So I think that is okay. So can you see that? Hopefully. Okay, so I can take that holding pin out. And I'm going to, and that's attached. So I'm going to add another. I think I will add this one. Then of course we can intersperse them. I can wrap this around the back. I can wrap it around the front. I can do a better job at it. Maybe. You could tuck it underneath. See, I don't like it that big. And yet, if I do that, then it's really long. Maybe I just need to make this a smaller circle, huh? What do you think? Oh, okay. We'll give that a shot. Not that I'm very good at making circles. Freehand, but we'll follow the curve here. Will I regret it? That is the question. I regret nothing. Okay. So I'm just curling the edge with my fingernail and my finger. I wonder if I saw Susie Q do this. I don't think she has time to watch me anymore. She's got so many projects going on. I wonder if I saw her do this. Maybe that's where I saw it. Maybe not. Don't know. I'm going back the other direction because, you know, the fabric has more than one direction. Okay. This is where you sort of want it to look a little, I can't get the threads off, a little bit ratty almost. Oh, goodness gracious me. Now, the person that I watched, whoever it was, did not do this to the edges. There. I like that. Just going to plop it over there. Do I really, though? Do you really like it? Okay. All right. Of course, I didn't thread my needle first, so there is that. Yep. Guess what just started? Somebody with a leaf blower. And I'm trying to do this earlier than I've done my other videos. Like, if we go somewhere, we usually go in the mornings or midday. And midday meaning more noonish. Well, 10:30-ish. 10:30 we usually get out of the house. And then we come home and we have lunch and I would like it to go through that other layer. And, you know, so it's usually 1 or 2 or 3 before I get a video started. And I'm gonna go up there. I almost forgot how I did the first one. Now see, I'm having a really hard time pulling there. And I don't use pliers with my needles. I used to, and I ruined a couple of my favorite needles by using pliers with them. I even bought some of those like rubbery, the flat pliers that have the rubber on them, and they fell apart. So yeah, I try not to do projects where I'm going to need pliers to pull my needle through. Because what fun is that to have to struggle? But I know sometimes it's a necessary evil if you just can't pull those threads through, or that needle through rather. So okay. Oh, no. Just pulled the whole flower up. Okay, now I'm going to start going down here. Now see, I wish I could find that video because, actually I'm going to start down here. Because she did it in such a way that it looked really pretty when it was done. Mine's not coming out that pretty. Oops, sorry. It's hard for me. My right, let's see if I switch this way. My right arm bumps into the arm of the upholstered chair I'm sitting in, so it's hard for me to pull my threads that way, which is why sometimes I pull the work to my left. Just more space. This is so bad. Oh my gosh, but I'm going with it. It's all I've got for you. I'm starting to dry up as far as ideas. There may be a lot of just slow stitching coming up in the future. Just piecing pieces together and playing. Oh, look at that. That was pretty useless, Martha. I know she did some crossing like this. So, can you hear that bird? It's so pretty. Trying to cover up that lump right there. Not succeeding. All right, we're going in the other way then. Let's see if this works. Ew. A lot of layers. A lot of layers. It's the one thing you have to be careful of. Uh-oh. Come on. Got it. All right. Not perfect, but it'll do. I'm sure there are videos out there. I'm sure there are embroidery specialists that have this down pat. But you know what? I'm just having fun. I'm just trying to enjoy myself. And they aren't watching me. That's for sure. I can trust in that. Oops. Put a purple one in between, or do we want to put, I think I'll do a light one. Excuse me, don't know what my throat is doing. Now this is a square that I folded, and I tried to cut it into a circle, and it sort of came out petal shaped. Can you see? It kind of goes from there to there, and then down and up. And yeah, so that was different. Not what I meant to do, but it's what came out. So working with it. I don't want to just see the back of the fabric because it's white, just plain white. I want a little color in there. Watching me fiddle with this, huh? Fun for you guys. Nope, that's not going to work there. It's just too big. Okay. we are going to cheat. Look, I found smaller circles in a yellow. Let's see if this even shows up against the background. I should have done that first before I started this, but I didn't, so there it is. Oh, sorry, went off camera. Let me adjust you since I adjusted my lap a little bit. Come on, line up. That shows up enough. And then this one I'm going to use to cut smaller circles out of the other ones. Uh-oh. Nope, not going to use that one yet. Hold that thought. This is me bouncing around. I found smaller circles. I don't know why you couldn't find those before. Well, these aren't smaller. These aren't the smaller ones. Not happy. Not where I'm going with this. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm just going with this one. Let's see if we can get this stuck down. Had to make sure I tied a knot. I forgot that. Okay. I don't know if Tony's planning on de-winterizing the van today. It's absolutely beautiful out. It's supposed to be 60. It's already in the 50s. And it's not even noon yet, so. Yesterday we didn't think it was ever going to warm up. Little threads everywhere. That's why, because they're laying over here on my mat. Hold that thought, please. I drop these into my little tin can below where I keep threads and tiny bits of fabric and such things. Now see, I could keep that one really simple and just keep it like that. I could. Well, I probably not. And just keep adding. But I figure the more I do this, better I'll get at it, right? I just want to fill this space in here. Yeah, see, I wanted to cover that up. Again. Can you hear the birds? I hope so. because I'm not much company. There. I'm okay with that. I could put one more right there, but I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it. Leave it alone. Just let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Okay. Yay. All these little bits need to go away. I have little threads everywhere. This probably won't get me very far, but I'll go ahead and knot it anyway and then add to it after. I don't know how that's going to look when it's done. However, I'm going with it. So there you go. Now I'm going to make this my sort of pattern. I'm going to cut this orange, and you know, the circle does not have to be perfect for this project for sure. There you go. I had to do it right over the heart, right? Oh, Martha. So you're in the struggle with me on this one, people, because did not practice this beforehand at all. And have never done this before. So the struggle is real, but that's okay. I definitely like using the circles better. I'm feeling for the back edge. I think I'm just going to put that right up there. Right there. Right there. No, I was not born in the South. I just lived here way too long. Right here. Anybody else see that? It's a little too close to the edge for my comfort. So we'll just move it down because there's plenty of room. In fact, maybe I'll just move it over here, where it was when I started. Yes, I know. That's where you put it the first time, Martha. Yeah, I know. Seriously. You know what? I'm going with a different thread because I'm not going to get anywhere with that one anyway. I'm going to need some new green thread when I'm done with this project, boy, I'll tell you. Okay, those are going on the table. Because they are not enough strands. You definitely need the heavier strands to hold these down. For sure, for sure, for sure. Oops. Yeah, I don't know if Tony's dewinterizing the van. Usually he wants me to help, so I made myself busy. He'll probably do it after lunch. But he's smart. He's not rushing it, which he's done in the past. Luckily, it's not caused problems, but it could by being too cold at night. I mean, we've had snow in April before here in Virginia. Not often, but it has happened. So I remind him of that and tell him he needs to be patient. Oh, come on. Patience? What's that? Not pretty. Seriously? I'm rushing because I don't want to torture everybody. This might have been a project better done off camera. But a few of you say you don't mind hanging out with me, so I am trying to make it as interesting as I can. I don't think I'm doing a very good job, but there it is. Oh, got caught on the corner. Oh, come on. Oh my goodness gracious me. Life can be such a struggle some days. Most days for me. Most days if your name's Martha. Okay. The question is, am I getting better at this part of it? I don't think so. I do not feel like I am. Okay, and then of course I want to get rid of the little bump right there. The little tiny point. If I just go across, how bad that'll look. And we'll just go right up there. See if that covers it. Nope, it did not. Okay. Yay! Took the back route. Oops. This is going to be a lumpy, bumpy one, but that's okay. Put a back on it, it'll be a pretty heart. Oh, maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe the next few will be, well, they'll still be slow stitch. But I'll do them on quilt batting. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Okay. I'm sure everybody's gone by now. If you're not, more power to you for hanging in there with me. Maybe you're just here for the bird sounds. If you can even hear them. I'm hoping my phone's picking those up. Okay, can we get the point? Do you get the point? Get the point. Sort of, kind of. Not really. I figure spring is springing up for some places. For those of you it's not, I feel for you, man. The last few cold days have been more than I wanted to deal with this time of year. Let go. Okay. Not there. There. Is anybody else waiting for me to jab that needle right up through my thumb? Yeah. Don't be surprised. It might happen eventually. Practice makes perfect? Well, in my case, practice makes better. See, now I don't know if I'm going to have to, I think I'm going to put one just a teensy bit higher. I might have made those too short, honestly. I'm going to slide that in under those crossed ones. Oh, that's interesting. Pulled that down. Yeah, see, I think at some point I'm going to have to go in and tack. Maybe. I didn't even check the other ones, did I? There. Yeah, that's better. I'll probably have to go in and do that to some of these other ones too. Or all of the other ones, actually. It's kind of cute how it pulls it down, though. Sort of, kind of. But then you can see the stitch behind it. Not bad. That one came out okay. Getting better. Oh. You probably couldn't hear that. Somebody hit a golf ball and it went dink. And then all of a sudden you hear dink, dink. It means not only did they hit one tree, they hit 2 trees. Bad golfers. Sometimes they're fun to watch, though. They really make life more interesting around here. Oh, that's going to be pretty. All right, I am going to go here, I think. Ow. Maybe not. Maybe we will start at the bottom and work our way up. Okay. One more. There. Get all the layers. And go up to there. A little taller. Kind of like I did on the blue one. Did that one a little taller. All right. And then okay. I'm going to come down here. It's kind of a crisscross section. And then I'm going to come up here and go up there. I think I'm getting better. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not thrilled with the way this one's coming out, but that's okay. Come on, Martha. You've got this. I'm gonna, if Tony doesn't do the van this afternoon, doesn't need me to help with that, then I am going to make some flour tortillas with whole wheat flour and see how that goes. I haven't made them with whole wheat flour before. I keep saying I'm going to do it, but I haven't because I just haven't been home that much, or when I've been home I haven't had the energy. Now see, I'm not happy with this one at all. Do not like the way it's coming out at all. Sorry, I had to scratch my head, or not my head, more like the side of my face. Had a tickle. Yep, not thrilled with the way that one came out. Tough to get through. Try one more this way. Okay, well, not happy with it, but that's what I get for saying I was getting better. Practice makes perfect. Not for me. Setbacks. Okay. Boy, my thumb is getting sore, though. I'll tell you that much. Pulling on that. Pulling on that, needle. Ooh-wee. Can you tell they're flowers? Maybe they're too raggedy. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. But I like the raggedy. I can always go through and clean them up. I like it. Isn't that all that matters? Isn't that what people say when something really didn't come out very well? I like that one. However, I want to try something. Put a little more pink in the show. Of course, I could just use this. Which I may end up doing. Oops. I'm going to come over here on the side a little so I don't leave so much junk right on the mat and the heart. Okay. You go down there, you go down there, you come apart. Now that's one not frayed. I just don't think it has as much oomph to it as it should. So fraying shall commence. Fraying and curling. Uh-oh, the breeze is kicking up. It was so calm this morning. I don't know what's with all the wind lately. Next week's supposed to have like 4 rainy days. Not all in a row, thank goodness, but still. Not fun. Tony has to take the car for a little servicing tomorrow. Unfortunately, he has to be there at 8:30. If it was a little later, I'd have him drop me off in town before he went out to the service center, which is on the outskirts of town. And I would shop Joann's and TJ Maxx, but they won't be open. It won't be open until he's probably done with the service, so I'm not gonna go and hang around. Oh, that looks good. I'm happy with that. Yes, please. Of course, now I gotta get my thread to do the... I like this lighter green one. Sort of like spring buds that aren't open yet. Okay. These to the side. I could see, like, doing a lot of these, but I would not do them on this canvas fabric. I would maybe back a cotton fabric like this with maybe an iron-on medium weight stabilizer and try it that way maybe. If I wanted to do a larger, larger production of this. This is a lot of layers to sew through though. I mean, and the heavy duty canvas fabric in the back does not help matters any. Oops. Now see, that pulled that down a little, which is interesting. Not a bad thing, really. I'm trying to do this one better because it's going to be front and center. Debbie, you promised me you would get going on Instagram and send me your Instagram name so I could find you and your heart's there. So I'm waiting for you to do that. I think Tony's starting to make lunch. Sounds like it. He's probably hungry. He ate breakfast way earlier than I did. I've been taking magnesium glycinate at night, and holy cow, am I sleeping hard. I had a hard time waking up this morning. Better than Benadryl. So that's always interesting. I want to get right there. I'll go down here and go. This is so hard. A thimble would be helpful. All right. I think I just have to do one right there-ish. Okay. Now we are at just about 1 hour. So I think what I'm going to do is turn the camera off, and I am going to decide what I'm going to do with the background. I might put one more over here on this side, just because it's kind of, I don't know, I feel like it needs something there, but that's blue, and I've already got that blue there. That too light? That's too light against that background. That's blue. Maybe a gold. Yeah, I might put that there. And then I have to edge it, of course. And I'll just do this one. Okay. I'm going to try something a tad bit different that I haven't tried on the other ones. Since this is going to sort of kind of be tucked behind here a little bit. I'm going to try something a little different just to see if I like it better. Watch me love it, and then I'll be like, oh, I should have done the rest of them that way. No, I'm not taking them out and doing them over. It'll just help me for the next time. Try not to pull this flower out. Oh, aren't the short threads? I'm going to have to mark on my cheat sheet I made. Did I show you all my cheat sheet? I can't remember if I did. If I didn't and you want to see it, let me know. But I wrote down all of the threads I have by number. And I'm going to have to go through and mark which ones I need to start replacing because they're running low. I think some of these greens are definitely, of course, like I've said before, a lot of my threads are very old. So I don't know what the colors have been replaced with because they don't have the same colors they used to. Dye lots change. Get out of my way, please. Oh, that did me no good. Okay. Ow. Okay. Well, that works too. Going back and forth across it. Yep, that works too. And maybe better. So there, excuse me, there you go. I have a tickle in my throat because I have the door open and it's spring. Okay. Well, I will show you a picture at the end of all of this and show you what I've done with the backing. Not the, not the backing, but around the edge. And so there it is at this stage. And at the end of the video, there will be a photograph of how I finished it off. We're at an hour. I love you all. Thank you for joining me. Thumbs up. Have a great day. Enjoy whatever you're working on. Find something to work on because, it's fun. And experiment with something new. Quit playing it safe. Because there you go. Hugs, everybody. Have a great one. Bye.